How to survive the collapse when your neighbor has a Rolex, a panic room, and the survival instincts of a houseplant. The grid's been dead for 9 days. The Tesla in the driveway is a $90,000 paperweight. The smart fridge is a coffin for spoiled Wagyu. And somewhere in a gated community, a hedge fund manager is crying into a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle because his biometric wine cellar won't open. You're fine. You're eating expired beans out of a can you opened with a rock. And that, my friend, is the dirty little secret nobody on LinkedIn wants to admit. Wealth is the worst survival skill ever invented. Pull up a crate. We're dissecting the comfort trap, the invisible disease that turns the top 1% into the first 1% to die. Step 1. Understand what money actually is. Money isn't power. Money is a promise that somebody somewhere will trade you a sandwich for a piece of paper or a number on a screen. That promise works great when there's a society to enforce it. Take away the society? Congratulations, you're holding confetti. The rich guy with $40 million in index funds has exactly $40 million worth of regret when the servers go down. His net worth is now whatever he can carry, fight for, or trade. And pal, he hasn't carried his own groceries since 2009. Meanwhile, you've been carrying groceries, trauma, and a bad back for 20 years. You're already in shape for the apocalypse. You just didn't know it was training. Step 2. Recognize the muscle that money atrophies. There's a thing called adaptive capacity. It's the brain's ability to look at a broken situation and improvise a fix from garbage. Cavemen had it. Your grandma, who lived through 3 recessions and a divorce, has it. Toddlers have it. They'll turn a spoon into a weapon in 8 seconds. Rich people? They've outsourced it. Every problem in their life, leaky faucet, slow Wi-Fi, emotional crisis, has been solved by paying someone else. That's not a moral failing. That's neurology. The brain is lazy. If you don't use the improvisation circuit, it shrivels up like a forgotten grape. So when the collapse hits, and the plumber isn't coming, the Wi-Fi guy isn't coming, and the therapist definitely isn't coming, the wealthy brain hits a wall it has never seen before, a problem with no checkout button. You, on the other hand, have been duct taping your own life together since middle school. The apocalypse is just Tuesday with worse lighting. Step 3. Watch the bunker fantasy collapse in real time. Let's talk about the doomsday bunker, the $3 million underground condo with the hydroponic garden, the Peloton, and the panic room lined with art. Here's what the brochure doesn't tell you. A bunker is a box of dependencies. It needs fuel for the generator, filters for the air, chemicals for the water, parts for the pumps, software updates for the door, and, this is the funny part, somebody loyal enough not to lock you out. History has a name for the guy who hires armed guards and then assumes they'll keep taking orders after the money stops mattering. That name is lunch. The Roman emperors figured this out the hard way. So did every warlord who ever paid mercenaries. Loyalty bought with currency expires the second the currency does. The bunker isn't a fortress. It's a waiting room with really nice tile. Step 4. Understand the calorie math nobody runs. A human body needs roughly 2,000 calories a day to keep functioning. Hard labor? Closer to 3,500. Now imagine a 58-year-old tech founder who hasn't done a pull-up since the Bush administration, suddenly needing to chop wood, haul water, and outrun a guy named Doug who used to drive a forklift. Doug wins. Doug always wins. This isn't about being macho. It's about metabolic reality. Soft tissue, low VO2 max, blood pressure managed by 6 pills that are no longer being manufactured. That's not a survivor. That's a snack with opinions. The science is brutal. In a sustained, low-resource environment, the body that survives is the body that's already efficient, lean, adapted, used to discomfort. The Range Rover doesn't help when your knees give out at mile 2. Step 5. Realize that skills isn't just a buzzword on a resume. Take a wealthy 45-year-old, beautiful house, 3 degrees, fluent in 2 languages. Now ask, can you start a fire without a lighter? Can you identify which of these mushrooms makes you stronger and which one makes you a pile of regret on the forest floor? Can you suture a wound, field dress a rabbit, read weather from clouds, find north without a phone, negotiate with someone who wants to kill you? The answer, statistically, is no, because none of those skills scaled into income. Modern wealth is built by hyper-specialization, being incredibly good at one narrow thing while ignoring everything else. That's a great strategy in a functioning economy. It's a death sentence in a broken one. The blue-collar worker who knows plumbing, basic electrical, small engine repair, and how to butcher a deer is the new aristocrat. He just doesn't know it yet. He's still mad about his property taxes. Step 6. Understand the social currency switch. Pre-collapse, social status came from signaling: the car, the watch, the zip code, the title. Symbols that say, I have access to resources. Post-collapse, status comes from production. Can you make something, fix something, heal something, defend something? Symbols are useless. The Rolex is now a shiny lump of metal with no battery and no buyer. This is the cruelest twist of the comfort trap. The very things that made someone successful in the old world, image, polish, networking, branding, are liabilities in the new one. They mark you as a target, soft, visible, and worth robbing. Meanwhile, the guy with calloused hands and no Instagram is invisible, and invisible in a wasteland is a superpower. Step 7. The discomfort immune system. Here's the science nobody mentions on the wellness podcasts. The human nervous system has a thing called allostatic load, the cumulative wear and tear from stress. People who live with chronic, manageable stress, cold weather, physical labor, food scarcity, occasional fear, develop a regulated stress response. They get scared, they act, they recover. Clean cycle. People who live in climate-controlled, threat-free, customer service-optimized bubbles, their stress system never calibrates. So when a real threat hits, a genuine one, not a delayed flight, the system overreacts. Panic, paralysis, catastrophic decision-making. That's why the prepper memes about the soft will break first aren't just gym bro philosophy. They're loosely accurate neuroscience. A nervous system that's never been tested doesn't know how to fail gracefully. You, stressed-out reader, with your medical debt and your insomnia and your weird neck pain, your nervous system is seasoned. You've been in low-grade survival mode for years. The collapse isn't a shock to you. It's just the volume getting turned up on a song you already know. Step 8. The final, ugly truth. Wealth in a stable society buys distance from reality, from hunger, from labor, from violence, from death. That distance feels like freedom. It's actually deconditioning. When the system providing it fails, and historically every system does, from Rome to the Soviet Union to whatever we're calling this, the people closest to reality survive. The farmers, the mechanics, the nurses, the hunters, the ones who never had the luxury of forgetting how the world works. The rich don't die because they're bad. They die because they forgot. Forgot that food comes from dirt, water from rain, warmth from work, safety from other humans choosing not to hurt you. Money was a beautiful illusion that let them stop remembering. The illusion has an expiration date. Nobody printed it on the bill. So no, don't envy the bunker guy. Don't envy the yacht. Keep your hands rough, your skills wide, your nervous system seasoned, and your ego low enough to learn from anyone. Because when the lights go out, the leaderboard resets, and the people losing the old game, they're the ones who know how to play the new one. The radio crackles. Somewhere, a hedge fund manager is bartering a Patek Philippe for a can of tuna. You're not him. Congratulations. That's the prep.